The power of a focused soul. In a quiet village nestled between emerald hills, there lived a young boy named Aryan. Aryan was naturally gifted. He had a quick wit and a sharp memory that many of his peers envied. However, he possessed one significant flaw that held him back. He could never stay still. His mind was like a restless bird, constantly fluttering from one thought to another, never landing long enough to truly master anything. Whenever Aryan sat down to study his ancient scripts or practice his lessons, his focus would snap at the slightest sound. A distant whistle, the vibration of his digital devices, or the thought of a game with his friends would immediately pull him away from his work. He was always busy, yet he accomplished very little. His father, a hard-working man, watched Aryan with growing concern. One evening, he sat his son down and said, "Aryan, your mind is like a wild horse. It has incredible strength, but if you do not learn to hold the reins, it will gallop in the wrong direction and lead you into the thorns. But if you learn to discipline it, that same horse will carry you across any mountain you wish to climb." Aryan listened, but the words didn't truly sink in until his father took him to see a renowned sage known as Acharya. The old teacher lived in a serene temple, surrounded by a vast, beautiful garden. Acharya was famous for helping young people find their true potential by mastering their internal chaos. After hearing about Aryan's struggle, Acharya didn't offer a lecture. Instead, he handed the boy a small glass filled to the very brim with water. "Aryan," the teacher said with a calm smile, "I want you to walk around the perimeter of my garden. It is a simple task, but there is one condition. You must return to me without spilling a single drop." Aryan thought it would be easy. He took the glass and began his walk. But as he entered the garden, the world seemed to conspire against him. Colorful birds chirped loudly in the trees. The wind rustled the leaves with a haunting melody, and in the distance, he could hear the joyous laughter of children playing. Every time a new sound caught his ear, Aryan's head would turn instinctively. Each time he looked away, his hand would tremble, and water would splash onto the dusty path. When he finally returned to Acharya, the glass was half empty. "Why did you spill so much, my boy?" the teacher asked. "I couldn't help it," Aryan replied, frustrated. "The birds were so loud, the wind was distracting, and the children were making such a noise. I lost my focus." Acharya nodded slowly. "This glass represents your ultimate goal in life, and the water is your mental energy. The noises you heard are the distractions of the world, social media, idle talk, and temporary pleasures. If you do not train your mind to stay fixed on your purpose, you will lose your potential before you even realize it is gone." That moment was a wake-up call for Aryan. He realized that his lack of focus wasn't just a habit, it was a thief stealing his future. From that day on, he committed to a path of self-discipline. He started small. Every morning, he woke up at the crack of dawn, long before the rest of the village stirred. He began practicing meditation for a few minutes each day, learning to watch his thoughts without following them. He set strict limits on his gadgets and dedicated specific hours to deep, uninterrupted work. At first, it was an uphill battle. His mind would still wander, screaming for the old distractions. But every time it drifted, Aryan would gently but firmly pull it back to the task at hand. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Slowly, the wild horse of his mind began to obey his command. His memory became clearer, his work became more profound, and his grades began to soar. A year later, the kingdom announced a grand intellectual tournament. It was a high-stakes competition where students had to solve incredibly complex problems under a ticking clock. Aryan entered the contest along with hundreds of others. As the exam began, the atmosphere was thick with tension. The questions were designed to be tricky and confusing. Many students began to panic, sweating, and looking around the room in distress. But Aryan remained as still as a mountain lake. He remembered the glass of water. He blocked out the sound of scratching pens and the ticking clock, focusing on one problem at a time with absolute clarity. When the final results were announced, the room went silent. Aryan was declared the winner. The village celebrated his victory, and his father wept with joy. Acharya watched from the crowd, a proud smile on his face. Aryan had proven that while talent is a gift, a disciplined mind is the greatest power a human can possess. Your success is not determined by how much potential you have, but by how well you can focus that potential on your goals. The journey to greatness begins the moment you decide to take control of your mind. Start your journey today. If you found this story inspiring and want more motivational content to help you grow, don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. For more stories that spark wisdom and strength, make sure to subscribe to the Talevox channel and hit the notification bell. Let's keep walking this journey of success together.